I have disappointed so many gay guys and so many women in my lifetime. Oh, let me tell you. I had this one friend from school that I didn't really talk to while we were at school. And after we left school, like a year out, I started talking to them and we became really, really good friends. And like a year after that, a whole year of us being what I thought was really, really good friends, where we like talk every day. We like are on almost the same wavelength. We think similar thoughts. It's great. About a year into that, another friend of mine sends me a message one night and is like, "Did you know that I told that friend of yours that you weren't gay yesterday?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And the friend who sent me the message was like, "No, no, I had to explain to them that you were not gay." And I was like, but, what?
When someone meets my family, they inevitably ask, "How are you, you?" Why is that, you ask? Have I got a story for you?
Now, the title of this video is specific to like 3 of the stories that are in it, but also I just want you guys to know that even though I think I'm a good friend, I have some good friends too. Me being a good friend usually leads other people to thinking that I'm gay. It's just a thing that happens. But I do have really good friends as well. One of my friends that I'll call partner, and I've spoken about her before because she was dating Wolverine and lived next to me. You know, with the which is funny because he's short, and that's pretty. He is Wolverine. He just doesn't have the muscles, or the bone claws, or the fucking phone. You. What in the actual fuck is that? Guys, what the fuck? I wish I had. I picked up the phone. Obviously, we have caller ID because only my actual cell phone is from the past. The thing that came up was like 100 letters and numbers, and what the fuck was that? Who just called us? Did the future just call us? What the hell? But anyway, I digress. When I was a freshman and we were taking our finals, for our English final, they put us in one of the auditorium rooms and they gave us the little blue books and we had to write our essays in them and what have you. And I went to sleep. And partner, who I just told you about with the not doing the receiving the partner actually woke me up. Like she was sitting next to me, she elbowed me pretty hard. Because I was apparently very tired. As you guys know, I'm a very, very light sleeper, so she elbowed me pretty hard. I must have been pretty tired. And she's like, "Partner." Because not only do I call her partner, but she also calls me partner. Partner, wake up. Got this thing. And I was like, "Oh, what?" And then I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Shit." And I went and finished my test, and everything was great. So without her, I probably would have failed English. Or, I don't know, maybe if you fail the final, you just get a really low grade. I don't know. I've been fine at all other points in the semester. Maybe whatever. But I have good friends, too. A lot of good friends from school. Oh, okay. Now, this is a story that I had totally forgotten about. And the person who is at the end of this story, who I also, it's not the same person, but I never spoke to them at all from school. They're an international student from France, and they're awesome. And while I was at school, I didn't spend much time with the international students from Europe or anywhere else besides Asia, and I feel like I missed out because all of the French people except for one that have been at New Paltz that I have known in some capacity have been amazing. And the other one, the one that I'm singling out that's not cool is only because she's super jealous. And she was dating this American guy who everybody loved. And when I say everybody loved, I don't mean no, he was like the kindest, happiest, most fun guy to be around. And she took that as, everyone's gonna steal my man regardless of gender, even though he wasn't gay or bi. So she was just mad all the time, and I was like, yo, tone it down. We don't want it in his pants. We just want his presence, okay? Okay. But barring her, everybody else, as far as the international students from France, are fucking amazing, and I wish I had spent more time with them. But she was in She lived in the girls' suite that we did everything with, so I'm really disappointed that I didn't spend more time with her while she was there. But we started hanging out and stuff after she left on the internet, not in person, because let me tell you, flying all the way to France to hang out, if I was really rich, I mean, I'd probably do it once or twice, but that's a long trip, so no. And she was telling us the story about how this one time one of her friends was having a house party, and me and my sweet mate, you guys know him as Rebel Monster, were there, and this one dude would not stop hitting on her. And she tells us the story, well, she tells me the story, and I'm like, yo, I do not remember this. But like, it's stuck in her head so much that we would help her out in this situation. And I felt like it's like me telling the story of the first time that I went to the bar on Halloween with the international students, and I had to beat up that creepy Indian dude. Like, I feel like in her mind, it's on that same level. And to me, it didn't feel... like, I don't know how to explain this, but when you're a girl, you have... Your experiences in life are so much different, because men, like me, we suck. We suck at everything. And, like, to have to go through life with people constantly like following you around and just being creepy in general because they think they have the right, that is awful. And it makes me angry. But I didn't realize this was one of those situations. It was just me and Rebel Monster being us. Maybe he knew what was going on and he wanted to fix it, but I didn't take this at all. I just thought this dude was super creepy and needed to leave her alone. I didn't realize he was like actually like really making her uncomfortable. She didn't give us that impression, which makes me feel like she's very good at probably poker and other things, because she does not crack under pressure, and that's good. But let me tell y'all the story, okay? Before now that I've described it, I'm gonna tell you the actual story. We're at this house party, and it's the French girl and me and Rebel Monster are sitting in the living room, and we're talking, and there's probably alcohol involved at some point, but this dude that none of us know, but we hope the owner of the house knew, well, I guess the renters of the house, which were our friends, we hope they knew them. He comes and sits in the living room, and he starts hitting on our French friend. And she's like, no, it's fine. Like, I don't want any of that. No, thank you. And he's not getting the message. And the way she tells the story is, okay, after I told him, and I tried to let him down easy. I tried to let him down easy. He wasn't getting the message. And then he was like, we should make out. And I was like, no. And in her version of the story, that's when she looked at the two of us, me and Rebel Monster, and she sent us the telepathic signal for help. And we picked up on it. I didn't realize that I could do this, but apparently I really am psychic. I thought the only version of psychic I had was when I need something and a good friend is in the room, I'll reach my arm out and go, ah! And then if that friend is not pissed with me, they'll give me whatever I'm ah-ing at, and I go, yes, I'm psychic! But, so French friend sends us the telepathic link, and we start being exceptionally creepy to this dude, and we try to give him just, a taste of the creep factor that girls have to deal with on a daily basis, which I'm so sorry for. I'm sorry, my brethren suck. And she's like, you guys saved me. That moment will never, leave me, that you guys saved me in this situation. And then she goes, and then I remember, you said, speaking to me specifically, she's like, you said that next time something like that happens, turn to the guy and tell them you're either pre-op or post-op, and they will be very uncomfortable. And I was like, that definitely sounds like something I would say. Either way, they're going to be uncomfortable. Like, whoa, I need a real woman to be creepy with. Whoa. And then she was like, and then you said, or you can tell them you're on the rag. And at the time, I had no idea what that meant. And I was like, that also sounds like something I would say, because I have terrible flashbacks to being witness to a woman on the rag, and no, thank you. Or, all my female friends are like, you would not survive as a guy if you were bleeding from your genitals every month. And I was like, no, you're right. I bled from my genitals one time, and I crawled home. I almost got hit by a car. I was riding my bike right outside my house, and I stopped real short, and I slammed my balls and my wee-wee right into the handlebars, like the bar in the center of the handlebars, and holy shit did that hurt! And I crawled home, and I peed blood the next time, and it was no bueno. And I know on the rag is much, much worse than that. There's a lot more blood, and oh my god, no. She's right. Most of my friends are right. Most dudes would not survive that. If we had to bleed from our penises once a month, no! We would all just, no. There's no sense in living at that point. But yeah, like, her telling me the story years later, like, this was an important moment in her life, that, it makes me happy that I could be there for someone, but it also makes me upset that this is something y'all have to deal with all the time. And I am so very sorry for that. It doesn't, I try not to be that person. I'm sure I've been super creepy at some, but my super creepy is probably a little bit different than that kind of super creepy. I hope I've not been that kind of creepy at any point in my life, because that's just, how do you live with yourself after that? Dudes are gross. I also have a very strange habit of making people feel really, really comfortable. We like to say that I have like a disarming aura. Like people, I'm one of those people when I'm walking through a store, people come talk to me about things. I'm like, all right, sure. Give me your life story. This is fine. It's whatever. I'm used to it at this point. Or people like that I've only just met want to tell me very important details of their life that they shouldn't be telling. Sometimes they shouldn't be telling anyone at all. Oh, that burp smelled like eggs. Whoa! I did actually eat eggs, though, so that makes kind of sense. But whoa, that was stinky. And I just blew it back into my face. People feel really comfortable around me. Like, enough to just fall asleep and thump on me or thump next to me and just fall asleep, which is unusual, but I'm used to it at this point. And sometimes people get a little too comfortable with me. So one of the girls in the girls' suite that we did everything with had a birthday party one year at her house, and I went, and a whole bunch of the other people that I know also went, including like her suite mates. And remember how she has that one suite mate that nobody really liked but just appeared there, and they were like, all right, fine. She's the one who had the boyfriend who came in his own eye. I would like to understand the logistics of this, but I also don't want to know. Before she had said boyfriend, it was like either, I think it was sophomore year or so. One of the girls in the suite had a birthday party at her house. We all went. It was fun. I got to sleep. We all slept in her bedroom in like sleeping bags or whatever. Or there's a bunch of people on the bed and stuff. And the way it worked out was they had me at the end of the bed. Like I was sleeping on the floor in a sleeping bag on the end of the bed. At the end of the bed, not actually on. And that girl who nobody liked, who has definitely, well, to be fair, she would slob on anyone's knob if they offered, and she has pulled me and I think everyone in my suite except for around Steve. I'm pretty sure she's pulled all of them aside at some point and been like, if you want it, just let me know. Because I know she's done it to me, and I know she's done it to Rebel Monster, and just but she slept on the edge of the bed. And during the night, she conveniently would roll over and fall on top of me. And I don't know what she was expecting, but the first time I was like, oh God, what? It's raining women, what the fuck? And then the second time, she just fell and she was like, hee hee. And I was like, no, there will be none of that. No. And I remember she's small, I physically picked her up and was like, get back on the bed. And I was, no. There's not going to be any, hee, let's bang on the, no. There won't be any of that. No, you're gross. Don't. So sometimes people get a little too comfortable with me when they sleep, and that's too much. I don't like. I mean, I understand like it's raining, man, but I don't want it to be raining women on me and then bam, because that hurts. Even though she's small, you don't just fall on people. And I know you're not asleep. I know you're trying to get some, and it's not happening with me. Okay? No. But also, sometimes people scare the shit out of me when they fall asleep. I had my friend from the UK that came to visit, she was asleep in my bed up against the wall because she was jet lagged as fuck. She fell asleep. And I'll never fucking forget this. At some point, I was sitting at my desk at my computer while she was asleep. I was just, oh, whatever, she can go sleep. And she looks like she woke up, but she hasn't. She's still asleep. She sat up in bed, and I was like, yes? She didn't say anything. Her eyes weren't open. I was like, is she still... And I'll never forget this. She goes like this. And then went right back to sleep. And I was like, yo, was I about to get fucked up, son? Was she about to beat the shit out of me for no reason? I was like, yo, that was some scary shit. I've never seen anyone, like, get ready for a fight in their sleep before. Like, what is happening? What were you dreaming about then? What was going on in here for that to be to sit up straight, roll up your sleeves, and to punch your other... What is going on in there? I also do this thing, which totally makes sense for why people think I'm gay, where I'm apparently the easiest guy to go shopping with, because I actually, like, want to go in there and learn stuff. And I don't know nothing about no lady magics, but I like to learn about lady magics, and also I like to critique people who work in lady magic stores on their use of lady magics, so it's a thing. And a lot of girls like to go shopping with me, which is weird. Because I don't mind shopping, it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of dudes are like, oh, I love to watch dads or husbands while their wives or daughters are in the fitting rooms. I love to see them sitting in the chairs like, please kill me! I love to watch that because it doesn't bother me like that. I'm a very, like, lackadaisical person, so it doesn't bother me to be standing around waiting. I'll go find something to do. I'm very easily amused as well. And I had one of my friends from OkCupid came for the weekend, and we ended up going to the store to go shopping, and like she's going through shirts and stuff, and she's like, which one looks good, which one looks good, and I'm standing there and I'm helping her with this, and I'm like, this is why everybody like I understand why, like, you're not helping me, but I kind of get it now. This is why everybody thinks I'm gay. Like, I can come to the store and help you with your lady magics, and I can help you pick out what clothes are good for you and what have you. But the first time I ever figured it out was that, okay, so we have a friend that we call Babbledookie, and she's probably been on the channel before, but her nickname is Babbledookie because she's extremely paranoid, and it's kind of like she just pulls shit out of the air and she's building a tower of shit that she's trying to stand on. And she's one of our Rumble Fighter guildies, so she's probably been in a video at some point, but you might not know her as Babbledookie. And I just love that I came up with the phrase Babbledookie. I think Babbledookie is amazing. She's building the Tower of Babel, but it's made out of dookie that she pulled out of her head because she's paranoid as fuck. But anyway, she Skype called me at some point. Oh, she's getting ready for her birthday dinner. She Skype calls me, and we're on this Skype call for like 2 hours. And she's like, help me pick out clothes. And I'm like, I don't wanna, but whatever. And I'm helping her pick out clothes. And I'm like, do you understand? It's also not, like, it's not really derogatory that I'm calling her Babbledookie. She knows I call her Babbledookie. I tell her all the time that it's very hard to stand on a mound of shit. Like, you don't have a proper foundation. You just sink and you, especially if it's still warm shit, just, So she knows I'm calling her Babbledookie. It's not like she's gonna be like, oh no, why would you do this to me? No, she knows. We're in this Skype call. She's like, you need to help me figure out what I'm wearing to my birthday dinner. And I'm like, first of all, do you have anyone to impress? Like, is that why you're asking me to help you with your birthday dinner clothing? And she's like, no, I'm going with my mom. And I'm like, all right, cool. I need to get that out of the way to help you decide what clothes you're gonna wear. And she's like holding up tops and stuff. And she holds up this one top, and I'm like, no, see, that top doesn't go well with your makeup. You're going to have to change something around. And in that very moment, in that 1 second, I was like, I understand now why everyone thinks I'm gay. This, what just happened, that's what happened. People are like, oh, which is weird. I totally understand because we went to Sephora the other day, me and Valley of Rogerio. And first of all, the person running the beauty studio that day was a dude. And he was fabulous. And then another dude came in who was much less fabulous than the guy running the beauty studio that day. was also wanted to know how to fix his makeup. And I was like, that's really cool that it's a dude, and also he was way more fabulous than any of the women that were working in there today. Like, wow, I'm impressed at your skill with lady magics. But is it still lady magics if it's a dude doing it? I don't know. But I like to call it lady magics. And you have to put the K in it because it's an arcane art. You can't just leave it with the CS. It's got to be CKS. We came home, we told my mom and my neighbor that there was a guy running the beauty studio, and a guy came in to get his makeup did. And my mom and my neighbor looked at us as if we had told them that we went outside and saw Godzilla. Like, the very idea of men using makeup confounded them. Like, whoa! Like, obviously, I don't use makeup, or I would be a lot more fabulous. Oh my god! But the idea that a man would use makeup confounded them. So I can totally understand why me wanting to help people feel good and look good makes other people think that I'm gay, because obviously that can't be a heterosexual trait to most people, because people are fucking stupid. If there's one thing I've learned in this lifetime, it's that people are fucking stupid.
Hey there, guys and gals. Thanks so much for watching, as always. If you click the link on the left, you'll be taken to the previous episode. If you click the link on the right, you'll be taken to the playlist, where you can watch them all. I'm not sure if this was apparent, but social niceties are not my family's strong point.